washing machine. If you don't turn it on and put it on the right stuff, the clothes are not going to get washed, even though it does work. Okay, so, is that you, Sean? Hit that thing. Alright, so without further ado, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you guys a brief introduction of who we are, what we do, and then I'm going to share the membership portion, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the business. I want to say this. For those of you new coming in, you may not have your kit yet, but when you get it, they're going to give you everything you need to run your business. And I advise you to look over. They're also going to give you a few DVDs. One of them is this Legal Shield DVD. If you don't want to talk, I started to use this. You can just pop this in and let it do the work. But I know I can go ahead and say what I need to say quicker than 45 minutes because we already started late. So I'm going to do it myself because I can get done. All right? But if you don't want to do what I'm doing, you can just throw that in, be quiet, and let this do the work for you. All right, so basically who we are, what we do. We are Legal Shield, and what we do, we allow any and everybody to have the opportunity to talk to an attorney about any matter. Oftentimes people think, well, I'm not a criminal, I'm not going to get in trouble, I don't need to talk to a lawyer. But you know, I always have to call an attorney about something that's negative. You can call and talk to an attorney about positive things like getting your home, getting a new car. Let's say you're doing some gospel music on the side like me and my best friend. We call the company to ask them about royalties and ask them to look over our documents so that we wouldn't get cheated out of our money. So any and everything you do, especially when you're signing documents and before you make a big decision, we call on the lawyers first. Once we call on the lawyer, we want to be smart, and we also want to have our lawyers because they can look over things that we don't understand because we're not practicing law. And then with our membership, we allow you to be able to talk to an attorney about any and every issue. Some people have told me, well, you know what, my uncle or my so-and-so already practice law, I don't need that. But they are only practicing one area, and they may be licensed to practice in this state or that state. But with your membership, you can use it from state to state and even in Canada if you decide to go over there, okay? So basically, I'm going to talk to you. I know it's a little blurry. It's the best I can get it for right now. All right, the first thing we're going to give you is legal advice on unlimited issues. That's a no-brainer. Unlimited means there's no what? No limit. All right, so you can call them about anything, everything. Letters and phone calls made on your behalf. So that means that when I got my home, I'm just using myself as an example. I had an issue with my master bedroom that's currently getting worked on in my bathroom. My home warranty, my home insurance told me that they couldn't fix the issue because it's not in the dwelling area of the house, the plumbing issue. Even though I had an inspection and had these things taken care of before I moved. But when I got my membership with Legal Shield, this is an existing matter. I called them and I still asked about it because I found out about Legal Shield after I had moved into my home. And they told me this. They said, okay, just send us the documents for your home insurance with forms. And I found out that even though they wouldn't fix the plumbing that's up under the house, you got to bust that open to fix it, they are obligated to fix the cosmetic part. So I take care of the plumbing underneath. But all that stuff that they got to bust up in my dwelling area, they're obligated to fix that. Had I not talked to them, I promise I wouldn't have had a clue. I probably would have been out of an extra $4,000 or $5,000. But because I had this service, I didn't have to pay $200 or $300 to talk to a lawyer just to ask them a question. I got my membership, so I said, you know, I'm going to use this membership. I called them and asked them, and now I'm saving $4,000 or $5,000